Hey folks, it's Duke here from GeoFolks. Today we're going to be working on an interactive map. So as you can see here, when you click the links within the map, you can change the layer settings to display different layers of different links. So first we'll go into ArcGIS Pro. We'll find an area that we want to put our link text box. Then we'll go up to the Insert tab. And we'll click on the Rectangle Graphics tool. And we'll draw a rectangle out. By default, that should open the Format Polygon dialog box. We can go to Symbol, and then we can change the color. In my experience, using a white background helps to convey the text clearly. We can also right-click on the text box and go to Properties and get back to the same Format Polygon dialog box, where we can also change the color and manipulate the polygon. After that, we're going to go back to Insert and hit the Rectangle Text tool. Now we're going to draw a text box. And we're going to begin to construct our links, as well as the rest of the text. So you can type out whatever phrase you need. You can right-click the box and go to Properties, and that'll open up the Format Text dialog box. And then you can also enter changes to the text within the Format Text box. You can also just click on the text straight away and edit there as well. So in the Format Text box, we can change the size of the text, size of the font. We can change it to bold. Remember to click Apply when you need to save your changes. One quick tip is to hit Ctrl-C, then Ctrl-V, and that'll copy and paste the text box you already have going. And so you can edit that instead of having to drag and place a new text box in. So we'll keep on working and copying and pasting and manipulating fonts and sizes until we have what we need. One thing that I would like to add is that manipulating the colors of the text to display the specific hyperlinks is sometimes favorable because it will remind the person who's viewing the map that this is an actual link. Once we have a text box similar to this one, or to one similar to one we need, we're good to go. Make sure you have all your layers checked in the Contents pane, and then we can go to Share, we can go to Export Layout. We can pick a folder to put the PDF. And now we'll look at the compression. If it's a larger map, we can set this to adaptive. But for this smaller map, I recommend leaving the image compression on none and following the rest of these settings. Under resolution, following a DPI for 300 for vector and raster imagery works for viewing in my experience. Under fonts, we'll check embedded fonts. Under PDF settings, we'll check export georeference information, and under the layer and attributes, we'll select PDF layers only, and then we can hit export. Once we've exported the file, we can click View Exported File to navigate to the new PDF. So within the new PDF, we'll scroll to your left. We'll go to the Layers function. We'll open the map layers. We'll turn all the layers off that we don't want to see on the first link, which is the county's map. So this is the way you designate which layers will show per link. So then we'll go to Edit PDF to your right. We'll click Link. We'll click Add Web or Document Link. And we'll select the county's map area. When we do that, a link dialog box will pop open. This is up to personal preference, but the settings provided, including invisible rectangle, will give a link without obscuring the text. We can then hit Next and then click Actions. Within the Select Action dialog box, we can scroll all the way to the bottom and click Select Layer Visibility. A dialog box will open telling us that the current layer conditions will be set. We can click OK, then OK again. We've just created our first link, so now we want to create our second. We'll go back to our layers and we'll make the links we want visible and the links we don't want invisible. You can also copy and paste the links you've created by hitting Ctrl-C, then Control V. This can be helpful when the links are hard to size around the text. If you do copy and paste though, you'll have to manipulate the actions again. So go back into actions by double clicking on the link, and you'll see that there's already a visibility set. So we'll want to delete that. Then we'll go back into the drop down, select another layer of visibility and click add. Then we can hit OK. So once you have all your links set up, you can hit close to the top right, and then you can scroll out and test your links. Once you're satisfied with what your links can do, I recommend saving the document by going to the top left, hitting File, and then Save. You can test your document further by closing it out and then reopening it to see if the change is actually saved. One thing you'll notice when we reopen is that all the layers are visible by default. So we'll want to change that. We'll go back into the layers. Then we'll right click on the layers that we don't want to show up, and we'll click Properties. Now the default, we'll change this to off. And we'll do this for all the layers that we don't want to show up when the map is opened. Once we're done with that, we'll go to File again and click Save, close, and reopen it back up to see what it looks like. And there we have it, an interactive map that starts as we like it, and we can change it via links. Thank you. Hey folks, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content.